Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm the property energizer. Okay, so let's get back to the foreclosure people, or really anybody that you're going to be talking to about purchasing their house, probably a distressed property. So it's always best when you're in sales to be totally different than your competition. The minute you start sounding like your competition or sounding like a salesperson, everybody's eyes are going to glaze over. I know mine do when people talk to me like a salesperson, right? So I teach my team to knock on the door, and say, "Hey, I'm Susan. How you doing? Blah blah blah. Tell me about your situation. Hopefully you got it taken care of. Hey, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to lay out all of your options. If there's any way I can show you how to keep your house, I will. And this way you can make a fully informed decision. I'd like to sit down with you and your significant other. Is tomorrow good? Is the next day better?" And so, yeah, if I can find a way to help them keep their house, I will. And do I get paid? No. How often does that happen? Hardly ever. 95% of these people, maybe more, that are in foreclosure are living above their means, and they don't want to face it. So it's at the table when you're sitting down with them that I'm going to teach you how to talk to these people and how to ask the questions you need to ask to make them understand what their options really are. I mean, we're going to lay out all the options for them so they can make a fully informed decision. And, some of them are still going to say, "Oh, no," and then end up losing their house to foreclosure anyway. Still haven't wrapped my head completely around that, but there are people that are going to do that. You'll come across people that'll say things like, "I'd rather they go into foreclosure than let you make a dime off my property." And yeah. Okay. God bless you. I'll see you on the street corner with your sign, and I'll give you $1 when I do. I mean, seriously. Right? However, if they feel comfortable enough with you, if they trust you, if they like you, they're going to listen to you, especially if you're asking the right questions. And when you're initiating this conversation with the homeowner, sometimes they're ready for you to come in their house right now, and the significant other is going to be home at that time as well. You always want the significant other there, even if it's not a community property state, like Texas is a community property state, right? Husband and wife have to sign everything, whether they like it or not. All right. However, even if it's not, you still want the significant other there. And in fact, you want as many people as possible to be part of the conversation, even if they don't live in that state or near where you're going to, that house when you're going to sit down with them. Put them on speakerphone. Do yourself a favor, because you know what? Those are the people that are going to kill your deal. You're going to walk out with this contract feeling real good, and then they're going to call you up an hour later and say, "My brother-in-law told me to cancel the contract." You know, you don't want that, right? You want to deal with everybody that might have any influence on this person, especially if they have a significant other, because the one thing you're never going to beat is pillow talk, right? Right. Stay tuned for more.